Hi, my name is Chile Kobodo.
I'm Kutlano Mabusela.
And we're Brainbow Conscious Creatives. So we grew up in Apartheid, South Africa. Where I'm from was called the Transkei, a former Bantustan. And in fact, a lot of our freedom fighters like Walter Sisulu and Nelson Mandela are from my hometown. And so I grew up in a very rich cultural and political landscape.
Similarly to Kule, I was born and raised in Johannesburg, Soweto, a very highly political environment where events such as June 16 took place. My upbringing was extremely political. When Nelson Mandela became our first democratic president in the new dispensation, we were now allowed to go into previously white-only schools that were renamed Model C schools. We quickly realized in these schools that these places were not created for us at all. We had to go from a culturally and politically rich upbringing at home and straddle another world that was Western. And this made us very strong storytellers, as we knew we had to survive and straddle both these worlds. In fact, we were termed transition kids.
2020 was an unprecedented year for all of us around the world. With COVID-19 came lockdown, and with lockdown came the realization that we are dealing with a mental health crisis around the world. We saw this through movements such as Black Lives Matter, Me Too movement, and unfortunately, the rise of gender-based violence here in South Africa. We knew here at Brainbow Conscious Creatives that we had to become part of the solution. We realized that what the cry is that people do not feel seen. They do not have the space to be who they want to be. When you are intentional about seeing and hearing people, you meet them at their core need, the core need to be seen. This is what is exciting about diversity and inclusion storytelling, is that it does exactly that. It helps to create the very fertile ground for people to feel seen and to show up as their best selves at work.
In the market, your brand has to be intentional. You want your stories to reflect the life experiences, the shapes, the diversity, and the colors of the people in your organization. This creates an authentic connection between yourself and your consumer. And this makes sure that your consumers become love activists of your brand.